What's up, you guys? Sasha Boss here, and Happy New Year! Do you hear that? Oh God. You actually hear that? You hear that? Is Freddy Krueger coming after me? Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh God. What's up, you guys? Such Boss here, and today I'll be taking a look at A Nightmare on Elm Street 1984. This is the whole movie review of the Nightmare on Elm Street. I decided doing a horror movie review because I finished a great year on YouTube, and I started my whole YouTube channel with my first movie review of It, comparison from both chapters. So guys, today I'll be taking a look at Nightmare on Elm Street 1984. This movie is incredible. This video will have some spoilers in it. Other than that, guys, let's begin today's video. So guys, Nightmare on Elm Street, if you guys do not know what Nightmare on Elm Street is, it's pretty much about this. It's pretty much about a group of kids who fall asleep at night, and Freddy Krueger comes on top of their bed and obviously murders them in their sleep, like like that. And the kids like are dreaming. They're like, see, that's all they do. That's pretty much what the kids are doing in their dreams. All jokes aside, that's what pretty much the acting looks like in the movie. So the movie opens up with a group of friends, Nancy, Pat, I'm not sure the name, call her Pat. Nancy, Pat, Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp's character, Crew? I don't know. And then we have a guy named Rod. Rod, Nancy, and Johnny Depp. So those are pretty much the main characters in the movie. And so guys, I'm going to Google the characters really fast and I'll be right back. The movie is taking place with Nancy, Glenn, and Tina, and Rod. Those are the main characters, like the main friends, the main friend group in the movie. That's what the movie's pretty much about. So pretty much, Tina goes to school the next day saying like she had a nightmare. I was like saying, no, that's not really a big deal. Nothing really a big deal about having a nightmare. But she said she saw a guy with claws on his hands, like almost like razor sharp knives, like. And like knives about this big in his hand, and he saw a guy in an ugly brown sweater, an ugly red and green sweater with a hat similar to this, which is Freddy Krueger, which I think is awesome. So all of the characters pretty much had the same dream. Which was Nancy and Pat. Not Pat, whatever her name is, Tina. They both have the exact same dream about the character. So Tina invites him over because her parents are in Vegas, about seeing this demon creature. All of a sudden, later that night, Freddy Krueger literally makes his first kill, makes his debut to the audience, and he slashes her in the sleep. Everyone thought Rod killed her. No. This is Freddy Krueger's first kill in the whole entire movie. Really, I think it's his second round of killing people. I'll get to that in a minute with the parents in a minute. So pretty much his first kill was slaughtering Tina in her sleep. She was levitating above the air like this. Blood splatter everywhere. I don't want to get too much in detail because it's really graphic. It was crazy. The whole room was in blood, and it heard like screeching, and it was a mess. It's honestly one of the biggest messes in the movie. It was crazy though. It was a great way to open the whole film up. Really, it is. So from there, the movie opens up. So pretty much like just the main kids. Pretty much, Rod goes to jail, gets snatched up by the police, and Nancy goes to school. Nancy had no idea about Freddy Krueger. She just, at this point in the film, she just so worried. All she knows, that's the only time she got to sleep in the movie. Pretty much throughout the film, Nancy is sleep deprived. She never sleeps. Everyone's thinking she's like the girl who cried wolf. No, she's not. Her father doesn't believe her in all the murders and disappearances of the kids. I just feel like Freddy Krueger and Pennywise could get along together because they're just equal with the killing. Because like Pennywise kill his prey, lures his prey. Is that Pennywise, he just disguises himself into different things, similar to Freddy Krueger. But Freddy Krueger just uses your mind. manipulates your mind to the point that your mind can't take it in your sleep, and he like almost like kills you while like you're moving around in your sleep. Which is Nancy wants to go to school. She doesn't want to like sleep and stuff because all of her friends are disappearing. All of her friends are dead at this point in the film, which is like really sad. Like Broad looks like he committed suicide, but did not. That's what Freddy's point of view was. No, everyone's like saying, who could kill him? It's not him doing it. It's someone else. Like his own DNA is not on the kill, so he's in the jail cell when that happened. And then pretty much the movie progresses from there. Nancy is so freaked out. She's so scared what's going to happen to the movie. I just really like how the writers did that, by the way. And then she had this really cool, deep conversation with her mother, which is one of the craziest things I've seen in a horror movie. Probably one of the most iconic scenes in a horror movie, in my opinion. One of the best scenes I ever thought of seeing in a horror movie. This is one of the things I thought was, holy cow, what were we going through here? Ready for it? Drumroll, please. For one of the most iconic scenes in any horror movie, in my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, her mom knew Freddy Krueger. Yeah. So pretty much the mom, a group of neighborhood kids, well, this is what the original movie was before I tell you what happened. So originally, which I thought this would make the whole movie better, all the kids on the block on Elm Street had siblings. Yeah, all the siblings went disappearing by Freddy Krueger. Probably Freddy massacred them. That's why everyone's like depressed. That's probably why the mom's an alcoholic in the movie. It makes sense like that because all the neighborhood parents went out and captured Freddy Krueger, and all his mom had left were the claws. Yeah, that would have changed the whole entire premise of the movie. The whole reason to stop Freddy Krueger in the first place. If everyone found out that siblings that are like about maybe 3, like you're probably like 3 by the time the siblings probably like 16, 17, I'm not sure. But it changed the whole movie entirely if they added that scene. In my opinion, that would make the movie even better if they included it. So guys, the movie progresses from there. So the original real scene, which I really like too, the mom actually had the claws at this point. So Nancy, before that all that happened, she was in a hospital where she got some help looking at her dreams and stuff, and she's dreaming. She all of a sudden saw like blood on her, and like, yeah, it's a typical thing. Her dream's not the real thing. She's coming screaming. She's so scared. She's like scarred to sleep. Like she's scarred. Everyone's forcing her to sleep, have nice sweet dreams, and no, not at all. It just was a very cool scene that way to see that. She actually has the hat of Freddy Krueger in her house, and her mom threw it away. I'm like, I'll keep it as a cool memento, man. I think Freddy Krueger's hat is sick. I want one myself. I love Freddy Krueger. I know, he's a really cool guy. There's also Mezco figures, NECA figures, you name it. They made Freddy Krueger everything. I love Freddy Krueger. He's amazing. I have a little mini Funko one of Freddy Krueger. Sorry, let's keep on staying on track of the movie. So the mom literally burned him down with gasoline. It found he was actually a real murderer, and then he just haunts kids like he's a magical demon. Almost like the Leprechaun and Pennywise. If you've seen those movies, I don't know. The Leprechaun is kind of similar to that. So he pretty much just pretty much he had this big what is the thing? Sub pump tank place. I think I call it boiler room. So he's pretty much hanging out in a boiler room. It's pretty much his hideout. So they pretty much blew the place up, and then that's how they got the claw. I don't know how exactly she got the claw herself, the mom, but I don't know. So the whole neighborhood moms blew it up. They all felt happy about Freddy Krueger dying because he was a kidnapper back in the old days when he was lingering around. Pennywise was never like that. Which is kind of cool to compare and contrast Pennywise and Freddy Krueger because they almost have a couple things in common and a couple things they don't have in common. Number one, the thing that most have in common, they like targeting younger audiences to their murders and their likings, which is really weird. And then the things that they don't have in common is like Freddy Krueger uses his mind games. Pennywise just does what Pennywise does best and pretty much acts the role of this person with his magical powers. That's what they have in common. That's what they don't have in common. So I see a lot of Pennywise vibes in Freddy Krueger. Another thing about the movie, which I really enjoyed, the whole ending was crazy. It literally got me to the edge of the seat. So, like, after she went to the dream world, trapped Freddy Krueger in her house, we all knew she was there. It almost had one of those signature jump scares like Friday the 13th had, Halloween had, and no one thought it was going to happen. Freddy Krueger literally jumped out of the corner of the bed, like this direction of my bed, right there. Probably right about there, jumped out of nowhere. Like, rah! And I literally screamed so loud like a little girl. My parents literally called me on my phone in my room watching this movie. My brother called me, then my mom called me. Everyone said my dog was scared. I'm like, so sorry. I'm just watching a horror movie. I'm having fun, so I apologize for that. Sorry to my dog for scaring him for a horror movie. I'm so sorry for screaming like a little infant. I know it's a jump scare that no one knows about until you see the movie. That's a massive spoiler there. But I'll tell you the spoilers in this movie. It was epic, guys. I absolutely enjoyed this movie to the pieces. It was really cool. So talking about the ending of Friday the 13th, holy cow. Why am I saying Friday the 13th? I mean Nightmare on Elm Street. The ending of Nightmare on Elm Street, the whole ending was cool. When she kind of had that heart-to-heart talk with Freddy Krueger, giving the wishful dreams, she brought all the friends back. And there's a red convertible. And they get in. All of a sudden, you see a green and red, dark green and red car hood over top of the car. And it's Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Freddy Krueger drove him off on a joyride. End of the film. So you know, the mom gets killed too by him. And the dad doesn't. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole entire movie. Right. So guys, I really enjoyed A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's a classic. I highly recommend you guys watch it. I feel like the years 1980 through 85 are like pretty much the golden years of the 80s, in my opinion. 84 and 85 are like the silver age. Like the really classic 80s goodness is like 85 and 84 and 89 is like some of the best years of the 80s. Like the 80s is like one of the best decades to grow up in. I just love it. The 80s is so much fun. I wish I grew up in the 80s. I always say that I'm an 80s kid. I'm an 80s kid at heart. Even though I'm born in the 2000s, it's kind of stinks. I wish I was born in the 80s and I'm born in the 2000s. I don't know. I love it. Everything from the 80s. I love the horror. I love the pop culture. I love the food. I love anything from the 80s. You know, 80s is my life. I'm a Goonie. Yeah, Goonies never say die. So guys, this movie was epic. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's probably one of the best horror movies I've seen in a while. I honestly like this better than Friday the 13th. I think it goes for my rankings of my favorite horror slasher. My favorite horror movie is It. My favorite slasher is Michael Myers. My second favorite is Freddy Krueger. And then Chucky's number 3. Jason Voorhees is amazing as well. He doesn't really have too much of a role. Like, he's not like that scary compared to all of them. I really like Freddy Krueger because he's like the most funniest out of all of them. And he's really cool. I like all the slashers equally. And it's really hard to decide what one I like better. I love them all equally. Jason Voorhees is awesome. Michael Myers is awesome. I love Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is amazing. He's really funny. I love the whole concept of dreaming. What will happen when you dream? It's an awesome movie. The song played for you is a little like hopscotch song, like 1, 2, buckle my shoe. It's pretty much what that is. Pretty much they changed up the lyrics to make it a horror vibe. So yeah, I highly guys you recommend watching Nightmare on Elm Street. It's an iconic film. So guys, please check it out. It's like $3.99 rent on Amazon Prime. Or you can buy the whole box set. I love to buy all the horror slasher box sets eventually. It's just a very iconic film. That was a lot of fun. It's a great way to end the year. Great way to say goodnight to the world of 2020. So yeah. Also guys, hopefully have some sweet dreams tonight and good night and Happy New Year if I don't see you. So peace out everybody, and hopefully you guys do like my review of of Nightmare of Elm Street. Not Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm out of here guys. And hopefully you guys do like and subscribe, such a boss, for more videos like this in the future. And thanks for watching. Bye!